Hello, welcome to the Boost channel. My name is Modibe Bakari and I'm happy to be back here again. On the Boost channel, we share how we survived or how we're surviving difficult circumstances through God's amazing grace. Today, I will be talking about persistence. Have you gotten a no in a place where you think the answer should be a yes? Is there something that you want that you've gone for the first time and you got a no and you've given up because of that no? I said don't give up. So let's talk about persistence. Keep watching. So, persistence. As usual, I'll be sharing my experience on how I learned how important persistence is. The first time I applied for the job, the first job I ever did, I went for the first stage of the interview, and the second stage of the interview, I was so hopeful. I think there was something that just told me everything was working together for me and I was going to get the job. But then I got the email, oh, we're sorry, we cannot continue with you. We have to stop the process at this point. Of course, I was so disappointed because I had high expectation that I was going to get the job. I moved on after, wiping my tears, so I moved on, and then several weeks later, I got a mail from the company that they were reopening the process and I should come for another stage of the interview. And then I got the job. Now, in that case, it wasn't more of what I did because I didn't go back to them. I got the mail and that was it. Now, years later, it was the time to move, and then I wanted another job. And I got information from one of my ex-colleagues that there were vacancies in the global office and I could try to apply for the job. Now, the first time that I applied for the job, I was also hopeful because I had prayed and I was so sure I was going to get the job. I probably even fasted, confessed, done everything, and I said, oh, this job is mine. And then I went for the interview, and the first signs were everything that could go wrong that day went wrong. My video wasn't coming on and everything, but I did the interview all the same and I was hopeful that I was going to get the job. And they called me the same day in the evening to say they weren't going to continue with me. I was so disappointed and I almost gave up on the whole process. But several weeks later, I thought to myself, what harm can it do if you try again? Yes, you were hopeful, yes, you prayed, yes, you feel like God failed you, but try again. So, and then as God will have it, there was another advertisement for a vacancy, and then I tried again. And I was already like, okay, if I don't get it, I don't get it. And then this time around, the first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and it was all smooth sailing. And I got the job. I got that phone call this time around saying he had gotten the job. Interestingly, fast forward to some months later, when I finally resumed in the global office, it was the same place where I had gotten no, that I got a yes, but for different jobs. And then I realized that I loved the team that I finally joined, and I was happy that I did join the other team. Not because it was a bad team, but I just preferred being on the team that I found myself in. So that's the part where you realize later. I think in hindsight, we always find out that the no's do make sense sometimes. God, as always, is always working out the best for us, and all things work together for good. Now, why am I sharing this? I know that sometimes as human beings, let me not say as Christians, as human beings, when we try for something that we really want and we feel like we've done all we can, I also say it in my videos, after you've done all you can, you should rest. But here is where we come with a balance. There's a place for rest, there's a place for trying, and there's a place for persistence. There's a story in the Bible about a woman that who kept on knocking and knocking and knocking, and the neighbor had to open the door. So there are times when we just can't give up the first time, we can't give up the second time. One no should not be enough to let us give up on those dreams. We have to keep pushing, we have to keep knocking, we have to keep persevering. I think that's the same thing I said in my when I was talking about the problem I had at work and how I kept praying, kept knocking. You have to sometimes just keep pushing. They say when there's a will, there's a way, and I think sometimes really everything, including God, responds to when we don't give up. So what's today's message about? It's about don't give up. You really don't know when the answer will come. You don't know that push that will open the door and land you, where you really want to see yourself. So I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please like, please share, please comment. And until the next time when we come back to you on the Bridge channel, hopefully not outside or not so loud, please bear with us today. Don't forget that God loves you. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up now. Trust God, He will come true for you. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up now. Trust God.